Having another look. Back with the facts after the news. More facts here with Moira.
BBC News at 8 o'clock on Tuesday, the 9th of April. Good morning. The death of Lady Thatcher has prompted renewed debate about her legacy. Kent Police are investigating Twitter comments posted by the county's Youth Police Commissioner. And global warming is expected to result in more turbulence on flights across the Atlantic. The funeral of Lady Thatcher will take place in the middle of next week. Her body was moved during the night from the Ritz Hotel in London, where she died yesterday following a stroke. The former Prime Minister will be given a ceremonial funeral with military honours, and there'll be a procession from the Palace of Westminster to St Paul's Cathedral. Around the world, there's been more reaction to her death, reflecting her divisiveness as a political figure. The African National Congress in South Africa said she'd been out of touch with the British people when she described the ANC as a terrorist organisation. The former US President Bill Clinton called her an iconic stateswoman. The White House spokesman Jay Carney said President Obama was also aware of her key role in world affairs.
One of the great champions of freedom and liberty, and a true friend of the United States. She was an unapologetic supporter of the transatlantic alliance between our two nations, which has continued to be so unique and vital to the United States as well as to Great Britain.
On the Falkland Islands, where British troops sent by Margaret Thatcher defeated the Argentine invaders, residents praised her determination.
For us here in the islands, of course, she will always be remembered for events of 31 years ago and sending the task force. I never had any doubt of the outcome, simply because there was an extremely strong, very high-principled leader in charge of the whole operation.
She always will be the Iron Lady to us, and if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Opponents of Lady Thatcher marked her death by gathering on the streets of Glasgow last night, a focus for demonstrations against the community charge or poll tax. About 100 people also held an impromptu street party in Brixton in South London, where there were riots in 1981. Some explained why they were there.
That woman made my youth a misery. I think that she was to blame for most of the ills in society.
I think it's a celebration around the world. Millions of people know she started a legacy, and that legacy was turning over public services and starting the greed for the bankers. And I think everyone knows it started in Britain.
I'm here to celebrate with everyone else, just to say everything she stood for, I'm opposed to.
Comments posted on Twitter by Britain's first Youth Police and Crime Commissioner are being investigated by the force that employs her. Paris Brown, who's 17, wrote the messages before she was given the £15,000 a year job of improving relations between Kent Police and young people. She's since apologised. Here's James Kelly.
Paris Brown was aged between 14 and 16 when she posted a number of disparaging messages on Twitter about gay people, immigrants and travellers. They also referred to drug taking. She subsequently deleted the account and apologised for any offence caused, insisting that she was neither homophobic nor racist and was against the taking of drugs. However, following complaints from members of the public, Kent Police say they're now investigating whether any offences have been committed.
And the public is being asked for its reaction to ideas for cutting £220 million from the budget for criminal legal aid in England and Wales. Among the suggestions is a proposal to remove automatic help for defendants with a disposable income of more than £37,500. Scientists studying climate change are predicting that flights across the North Atlantic could run into more turbulence in the future. Researchers at Reading University say the change could lead to more expensive journeys as pilots are diverted around the worst areas. Our science correspondent Jonathan Amos explains.
Being bounced around on a transatlantic flight is common enough now, but that seatbelt sign could be illuminated for much longer during a journey if computer modelling work led from Reading University correctly forecasts the future. Scientists say their simulations indicate the winds at altitude will not only get stronger, but will be prone to more of the instabilities in vertical air movement that are associated with turbulence. By the 2050s, the average strength of transatlantic turbulence could increase by between 10 and 40%. The team stressed that flying is not about to become more dangerous, although a few more nerves may fray and a few more drinks may get spilled.
The Girl Guides have joined a campaign set up to persuade The Sun to stop printing photos of topless models on its third page. The Guides say their members think the pictures are disrespectful and embarrassing. Today's weather forecast: cloudy with rain in the south, showers further north, a chilly east wind, and top temperatures 9 Celsius in Cardiff, 8 in Belfast, 7 in London and 5 in Edinburgh. BBC News, it's 8:05.
Thank you, Maura.